Hey guys, Coaster Directed coming at you live with a Kings Island versus Kings Dominion park battle. This is my first park battle, and I'll be starting a new series called Park Madness. It'll be pretty much a tournament bracket style park battle between the top 5 Six Flags parks, top 5 Cedar Fair parks, and six underdog parks, I would say. Not really, for in the case of Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and Tampa, but I will get to that at the very end of the video. So let's get right into this battle. Due to the fact that these grew up as sister parks, they have some clone coasters, a decent amount actually. Well, first off, we have Flight of Fear, which is a indoor launch coaster made by Premium Rides. Yeah, Premier Rides, I mean. The Great Pumpkin Coaster, which is a kiddie coaster. All these are worth 1 point, by the way. Backlot Stunt Coaster, and finally, a very good kiddie wooden coaster, Woodstock Express. The Aero Loopers, uh, Vortex versus Anaconda. Anaconda is getting really rough nowadays. I have not been to Kings Dominion personally, but I have been to Kings Island. It's my home park. But anyways, a lot of people tell me online, and people who have been tell me Anaconda is very rough and that they prefer Vortex a lot more. And it's overall just a bigger, better ride. It's a bit smoother. It's not completely smooth. It's definitely got a shaky point, but you get some good seats on Vortex and you can get a good ride. 6-4. Racing Woodies, both worth 1 point. Uh, Rebel Yell versus Racer. Racer is, most people say it's responsible for bringing back the roller coaster into the amusement park industry. It was really almost completely gone, but Kings Island managed to bring it back when it opened. Rebel Yell is shorter due to the fact that its turnaround is a lot different. It's spread out. Kings Island's is spread out, which I like a lot more, and it's taller. So I will be giving the single point to Kings Island. Family coasters. This is worth 1 point, and it's Flying Ace Aerial Chase, a Vekoma Hang and Bang. It's a decent ride. It's not perfect, but it's good for the kids. It's got a lot of helixes and a Wild Mouse, which is Ricochet at King's Dominion. I'll have to say that Ricochet is a better ride and give that the single point. Large wooden roller coasters. We got the Beast versus Grizzly. Beast is at legend status right now. It's really good, but it's slightly overrated. But it's definitely really good. It's definitely better than Grizzly. Grizzly's okay. It's decent, gets you some airtime, but this is a great terrain coaster. So I will be giving the 2 points to the Beast. More family coasters. We got Adventure Express versus Avalanche. Avalanche is a bobsled coaster, which is pretty unique nowadays, with only 3 left in the U.S. And we got Adventure Express. It's a good mine train, but there are a ton of mine coaster train rides left. There's just a ton of them, so I will be giving the point to Avalanche. Top-notch inverts. We got Banshee versus Volcano, the Blast Coaster. This could go either way, but however, Banshee's probably is either one or the best B&M invert. So I will be giving the 2 points to Banshee. However, I could see it go another way if that was your preference. Flying or stand up? You got a Vekoma flyer and a Togo stand up. Stand ups are very uncomfortable, especially for the men, where it kind of constricts your groin area. But flying coasters, a decent amount of people find relatively comfortable. I personally find them pretty comfortable. So I will be giving the 2 points to Firehawk. Hyper or Giga, these are the best coasters in the park, or the signature attractions of the park. Airtime, versus twistiness or intensity. I personally am a big fan of Magnum, or not Magnum, Maverick at Cedar Point. It's one of my second favorite roller coaster, and it is so twisty and intense that this is like a giant version of this that doesn't launch. So I will be giving the 3 points to I-305. Kings Island's extra coasters, they have two extra coasters, so does King's Dominion. Kings Island has the Bat, which is one of the better uh, aero suspended coasters. There's only a few left now, in the US at least. And then we have Invertigo, a standard Invertigo model boomerang made by Vekoma. It's good, it's okay, but it's pretty standard. So both will be getting 1 point, 13 to 10, or no, 15 to 10. King's Dominion also has two extra roller coasters. I will be giving them one for Hurler, a subpar, definitely subpar wooden coaster, and Dominator. I will be giving three because it is a fantastic floorless coaster. A little bit headbangy in the Cobra roll, but that's okay. For me, I found with floorless, just press yourself into the restraints. That's what I did with Rugru, and it becomes a lot less headbangy. So 15 to 14, King's Dominion is catching up. Family rides. Kings Island only has 29 family rides, while King's Dominion has 43. Kings Island really needs to step up their game with the family rides, so I will be giving the 2 points to King's Dominion. The Drop Towers. Drop Tower Scream Zone, they both have them. I personally think that the Drop Tower at Kings Island is better. However, you can choose either way. They're pretty similar in height, but they definitely look a lot different. I really prefer the look on Kings Islands. I don't like the drop carriage at all for King's Dominion, but based on stats and the drop and everything alone, or the ride alone, the the ride alone, I would have to say that Kings Island is slightly better because it's a good 10 feet taller. However, the drop is like 6 feet shorter, and it rotates on the way up, giving you a full view of the park instead of locking you into one position. So I will be giving the 2 points to Drop Tower. Thrill rides. Uh, Kings Island and Kings Dominion each have a standard thrill ride, or not standard thrill ride, a extra thrill ride that is not a Windseeker. They both have two amazing flat rides, or good flat rides at least. You got a Huss giant topspin, or not topspin, yeah, a Huss topspin and a Huss giant frisbee, which is only two of a kind. The other one is Max Air at Cedar Point. So they will both be getting a point for this, and as well for their two Windseekers, which are the exact same at 301 feet. 19 to 18. Worst part is obviously the price of getting into the park. So whoever has the lower one will be getting 2 points. The Gold Pass is both the same at $99 at the beginning of the year in the spring, and for the I got mine at Kings Island for 90 because I got mine back in September, so I could get the extra bonus day. But anyways, uh, the single day admission is 45 at Kings Island and 55 at Kings Dominion. This is presently, not last year. This is presently. So Kings Island will be getting a point or 2 points for having $10 less, which is definitely a better deal. Landscaping appearance. King's Dominion has really stepped their game up from the pictures and what I've heard due to their 40th anniversary. Kings Island's 40th anniversary just came and left. I really didn't see any major improvements. There's nothing really new there due to it, but King's Dominion definitely stepped their game up, really cleaned it up. And so I will be giving the 2 points to King's Dominion. So it's really close right now. So operations, 3 points. Kings Island and Kings Dominion are actually really similar in operations. However, when one of my friends said that the operations were okay and a little bit worse than Kings Island, and one of my friends said that they were about the same. So I will be giving them both 3 points. Operations, however, will be getting a bigger importance as this goes on with parts that are more different than each other down in the bracket, because operations are a big deal. Because if you have park employees that stack rides all the time, then you're not going to be able to get as many roller coasters in or rides. So, so they will be both gaining 3 points, 24-23. And the winner is winning by a single point. Probably the closest one of these park battles will be is, shocker, Kings Island. Congratulations, Kings Island. You have proven that you are barely superior to your sister park. Maybe that's due to the extra 2 years you had on the frying pan. But anyways, you have proven that are fantastic parks, both for the family and the thrill seeker and everyone. King's Dominion, I will say, has a decent amount of more intense rides, while Kings Island has a lot of exciting re-rideable rides such as Diamondback, Banshee, and the likes, where I-305 you can only ride 1 or 2 times max, or not max, but 1 or 2 times before you have to cool down for an average person. But now let me get into the details involving Park Madness, which is my park tournament between 16 theme parks. We got Kings Island, Kings Dominion. Kings Island came out on top. Canada's Wonderland versus Cedar Point, the two largest in the chain based on coasters. Carowinds versus Six Flags New England. They're both East Coast parks, so I put them together. Great Adventure versus Magic Mountain, because those are the two biggest Six Flags parks. Six Flags Over Texas versus Great America, because those are more the larger but closer to the middle Six Flags parks. Dollywood versus Holiday World. I didn't want to put them with Silver Dollar City because even though they're sister parks, I just wanted to break it up a little bit. Uh, Lagoon Park in Utah versus Silver Dollar City, which I will be visiting in the next prior weeks, and the two Busch Gardens parks, Williamsburg and Tampa. So this will be an exciting thing. I'll try to get this all done by next month, like completely. But obviously, the updates are not updates, but battles about every 2 to 3 days. Thank you for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe for more. And as always, keep coasting.